What if one day you woke up remembering another life with a different name in a different era? Would you believe it? What if those memories weren't imagination but traces of a soul that lived before inhabiting your current body? Listen to these true stories. James Leininger, born in 1998 in Louisiana, USA. At just 2 years old, he began having terrifying nightmares about being trapped in a burning plane. He drew fighter planes, knew technical parts by name, and claimed he piloted a Corsair on the aircraft carrier Natoma Bay during World War II. After years of investigation, James's parents uncovered a shocking truth. A pilot named James Houston Jr. died in 1945 at Iwo Jima in circumstances exactly as the boy described. Ryan Hammonds, 5 years old from Oklahoma, frequently spoke about a life in 1930s Hollywood. He described living in a luxurious house with a pool, attending parties with movie stars, and working in the film industry. After months of research, scientists confirmed Ryan was recalling the life of Marty Martin, a minor actor turned talent agent who died in 1964. The boy provided 55 specific details about Martin's life, all verified as accurate, from the number of children to details of his home's interior. And there are thousands of similar cases worldwide, many rigorously verified by scientists. These children had no exposure to information about the people they claimed to have been. So how could they know such specific details? Today, we'll dive deep into the mystery of past lives and reincarnation, exploring scientific evidence, alternative explanations, and the implications for the nature of human consciousness. Welcome to my world. This is Neural Pulse. In 1961, a psychiatrist at the University of Virginia named Ian Stevenson embarked on an unprecedented scientific journey. He decided to study children's claims of past lives using rigorous scientific methods. Over 6 decades, the Division of Perceptual Studies at the University of Virginia has collected and analyzed over 2,500 cases of children with past life memories from around the world. The team, now led by Dr. Jim Tucker, continues Stevenson's work with strict scientific objectivity. Their research process is highly rigorous. They document children's claims before verification, seek documentary evidence, interview witnesses, and evaluate alternative explanations. This method rules out possibilities like fraud, guessing, or prior exposure to information. From these studies, scientists have identified remarkable patterns. First, about 70% of children claim they died violently or suddenly in their past life. Males account for nearly 3/4 of these deaths, a ratio similar to males dying from unnatural causes in the general population. Second, children typically start talking about past lives between ages 2 and 4, with memories fading by ages 5 to 7. This aligns with the development of language and self-awareness in children. Third, around 20% of children have birthmarks or defects that match wounds on the body of the person they claim to have been. Finally, many children exhibit behaviors and preferences consistent with their past life persona, from a fear of water after drowning to playing musical instruments without training. While these cases are more common in cultures that believe in reincarnation, they're also recorded in Western countries where the concept is less prevalent. Crucially, there's no correlation between the strength of a case and the family's belief in reincarnation. Stories of past life memories aren't confined to one region or culture. They appear worldwide, transcending geographical, religious, and social boundaries. In India, Shanti Devi, born in 1926, spoke at age 4 about her previous life in Mathura. She described her former husband, house, and death during childbirth in detail. When taken to Mathura, Shanti led people directly to her old home, which she'd never seen in this life, recognized her former husband despite his attempt to pose as his brother, and located hidden personal belongings known only to his deceased wife. In Thailand, Chennai Chumalaiwong was born with 2 round birthmarks on his head, one in front, one in back, resembling bullet wounds. From the moment he could speak, he claimed to be a teacher named WWII, shot while cycling to school. When his family took him to WWII's hometown, Chennai recognized WWII's relatives and pinpointed the exact spot where the teacher was shot. Forensic records later confirmed WWII was shot in the head, with the bullet's path matching Chennai's birthmarks. In Scotland, Cameron Macaulay, born in Glasgow, spoke at age 2 about a previous life on Barra Island, 200 miles away. He described a white house by the sea, a father named Shane who died in a car accident, and a sister. The family had never been to Barra, but when taken there, Cameron recognized the house he described, a white house called Peachrum by the sea. The former owner indeed had a son named Shane who had died. In Lebanon, children in the Druze community often speak of past lives. 2-year-old Nazi al-Danaf claimed to be Fuad, a man killed in an accident. He demanded to visit Fuad's village, where he recognized family, friends, and even Fuad's gun. These stories aren't mere coincidences. They contain specific details, often from distant places the families had never visited, and frequently involve accurate information independently verified. How does science explain these phenomena? Is there a mechanism by which memories and consciousness can transcend physical death? Dr. Jim Tucker at the University of Virginia suggests quantum physics may offer new perspectives. He writes, "Quantum physics indicates our physical world may arise from consciousness, not the other way around." This view is shared by many modern physicists. Science knows that at the subatomic level, the world doesn't behave as we expect. Particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, a phenomenon called quantum superposition. They can also become entangled, communicating instantly regardless of distance, which Einstein called spooky action at a distance. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff developed the ORC-OR, Orchestrated Objective Reduction Theory, proposing that consciousness arises from quantum effects in microtubules, tiny structures in neurons. They suggest consciousness isn't a product of the brain, but a fundamental phenomenon of the universe that the brain tunes into, like a radio receiving signals. From this perspective, an individual's information, memories, personality, identity could persist as a quantum pattern after bodily death. This information might then entangle with the developing brain of a new body, resulting in past life memories. The multiverse hypothesis in quantum physics even suggests every possibility exists in parallel universes. Perhaps what we call past lives are memories from another version of ourselves in a different reality, seeping through the boundaries between universes. While these theories are in their early stages, they show modern science is expanding to include possibilities once considered metaphysical. That consciousness may not be confined to the physical brain and could exist independently of the body. The concept of consciousness transcending death isn't new. For thousands of years, cultures worldwide have developed profound understandings of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. In Hinduism and Buddhism, reincarnation is a continuous cycle of rebirth until the soul achieves liberation. In Tibet, the process of identifying reincarnated lamas has been practiced for centuries, with specific methods to determine if a child is the embodiment of a deceased lama. Australian Aboriginals believe in the dream time, a spiritual reality where ancestors and souls exist beyond physical time. The Druze in the Middle East hold strong beliefs in reincarnation, with specific rules about how rebirth occurs. Remarkably, concepts of consciousness transcending time appear in geographically and historically isolated cultures, from ancient Egyptians to Celts, African tribes to pre-Columbian civilizations in the Americas. Is the widespread presence of these beliefs a result of mere coincidence, Or do they reflect a deeper truth about the nature of human consciousness that every culture intuitively perceives? From children with past life memories to cutting-edge scientific theories, from ancient wisdom to modern research, all point to a fundamental question: have we truly lived before? And will a part of us continue to exist after this body fades? Whatever you believe, the evidence and stories we've explored today raise profound questions about the nature of consciousness and reality. Perhaps, as Dr. Jim Tucker writes, reincarnation isn't a religious belief but a possibility suggested by scientific data. Reflect on what we've discovered today and look at your own life with fresh eyes. Behind each of us may lie a journey longer than we imagine. If you could recall all your past lives, how would it change the way you live now? Could understanding reincarnation alter how we view death and the meaning of life? Do you believe science will one day provide a definitive answer to whether we've lived before? What do you think? Are these past life memories glimpses of a soul's eternal journey, echoes from parallel universes, or something we've yet to understand? Which story captivated you the most? And what secrets do you believe it holds? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed diving into these mysteries of consciousness with us, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling journeys into the unknown. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's uncover the truth behind the enigma of reincarnation.